Hello and welcome to all the ghouls and vampires out there. I'm Joe here from East Macau, Stan.
Hello and greetings.
And today we've got another Halloween 4 video for you all. In this video, Loomis arrives on the scene of the crime and asks how many bodies were found. And you have the police essentially going, I don't know. How many bodies were found? The drivers, and I guess two. They're all chewed out. Okay, you're not answering my question. So Loomis goes to check out with the interior of the ambulance, impatient, as you have everyone else. Don't check it out, don't check it out. I'm sorry, but you have the biggest mass murderer in the history of Haddonfield, who was being transported, who might be on the loose, and then, yeah, but why do I have to check it out? Why do I have to try to stop him? Seems hard. Like, these people are incompetent, and they just don't care. How many bodies did they end up burying 10 years ago in universe? It has to have been at least 24 to 36. That's not just some statistic.
He'd be better off with the Central City cops.
Yeah, or Gotham City police.
They at least understand the concept of levity of a situation.
Yeah, the gravity of the situation. And, oh, well, you have a duty. Loomis then goes to leave, at which point he's asked by the moron, where are you going? It's a 4-hour drive to Haddonfield. If by then you haven't found him, I'll have found him. And it's just the idiots Loomis has to work with. The idiots he has to work with. The poor guy. These people are not making American police look good. No, wait. North American cops. They're making them look spectacular. They're a little too competent for North American police.
Agreed.
That said, Loomis soon arrives at a gas station, finds a couple of corpses, gets very worried because that's creepy, goes to phone for help, only to then realize the cords have been cut on the phones. Not good. And sensing something, this is one of those moments where you get the sense that the character, they're capturing the humanity of the character as it's very human for someone to have the animal radar sense of, someone, there's killing intent here. There's someone here who wishes me harm and who's not a human being, who's not normal. Turns around and sees Michael. Honestly, this scene is very creepy. It's nothing like any scene from the first 2 Halloween movies where Michael's almost a rag doll getting the snot beaten out of him every 2 seconds. And you get stuff like Laurie Strode just falling asleep next to him after he's tried to murder her because, he looks so comfy. Here you get a sense that there's something demonic. There's something wicked in Michael. And when Loomis goes to shoot and Michael just vanishes in thin air, this is honestly such a great scene. Because he doesn't seem human. This is in total marked contrast to the crappy first 2 movies.
And we see here that the shape is intelligent.
Yeah.
He cut the cords.
He never would have done that in the first movie. He didn't have the brains to do that in there. But now he knows what a telephone is. The fact that I can say that, at least now he knows what a telephone is just sad. The sad state of the first 2 movies. Such terrible films. And such stupid films.
He moves quick for someone who does the lazy shuffle.
Yeah, actually, yeah. At least in this scene. But he's basically teleporting. Which, I know people will probably say, I don't want to teleporting Michael. But in the context of these couple of scenes, it establishes the creepiness of the character. And it's great. And what he does next is to lure Loomis outside and commandeers a truck, nearly runs him over, and pretty much starts a fire and an explosion, destroying the gas station so that Loomis can't gas up. And since his car is destroyed, Loomis now has to limp towards the town, which for someone with a bum leg and who's about 80, that's cruel. But, Michael's evil. He's a demon. So what does he care? And Loomis has to, as said, shuffle himself into town. Of course, along the way, he's going to get mocked by a couple of stupid teenagers. And then he gets picked up by a priest who realizes that there's something off about Loomis and that he's trying to fight evil too, and agrees to give him a ride into town. And that about covers these couple of scenes. I don't think there's much more that we can add other than Loomis ends up meeting with trouble along the way, fends for himself pretty well, and it's clear Michael's trying to get rid of him, or at least delay him, so that Michael could get into town before Loomis and get free reign over the place. And honestly, given the number of corpses that pile up in this film, this is probably Michael at his deadliest in any film, as well as at his creepiest. But anyways, don't forget to smash that like and that subscribe button as though you were Michael taking out one of his victims.